What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Matthew Perry 2 video where we're talking about AMC. I want to talk about stocks for today. Might end up doing another video related to my dividend portfolio. I haven't gone over that in a while to see how much it's up, if I decide to invest in anything or anything there. But today I want to talk about AMC. AMC, I've been investing into this play for a long time. And if you don't know my story of getting into AMC, I didn't buy in it at the lowest price possible. The first buy I ended up purchasing at was about $7 while it was on the way up. Ended up pushing up to, I believe it was $17 before, the buy button got taken away. Um, and then we saw it eventually push back up after the whole GameStop situation and everything, and all of the pieces were put into place. Where you had AMC that was also limited on the buys, you had GME that was limited on the buys, you had other things that were limited on buys and only you could sell. You saw AMC eventually run up. Now I had a lot of AMC at that time. I did end up taking a little bit of profit, or I took my initial investment, to which I invested a little bit more as it did come back down. Lo and behold, all the situation that has happened with AMC, I'm sure you understand what everything has, or what has transpired with this position. Um, Now I decided that I'm going to continue to buy more AMC at these low levels, not only because of the potential of what it could be with the short interest and stuff that's happening behind the scenes, but also for overall support of AMC. I'm a huge fan of movies. I've always been a huge fan of movies, and I think it's more about the principle and less about the the gains that you can get within it, even though the gains are a bonus. Because again, I care about AMC, I care about movies, our whole entire relationship, our marriage, our children, and connection we have with them. We like to experience that through movies and different stories, and we take them to the movies all the time. I want to save AMC. I want to keep AMC here. I can't do that alone. Obviously, we need a lot of people, but I also don't want the same thing to happen that happened with Toys R Us, where they decide, oh, you know what? We'll go ahead and short them into bankruptcy. We'll give them a head start in going into bankruptcy, right? I understand Toys R Us had to come back, and I don't know where they stand right now, but the point is that they collapsed something that was a big part of my childhood, as well as you see AMC, that's a huge part of my childhood, my adult life, and my children's life right now. So I want to save AMC the best way that I possibly can. That's really the goal. So I bought more AMC today. And a while ago, maybe like a month ago, I bought more AMC before that. And you know what? I'm going to continue to buy more AMC as much as I can, because there's not always an opportunity to where I can purchase things in a month. But if I have the opportunity to do so, I'm going to continue to purchase it, because I feel like there's definitely something that we're missing here. But also, there's a business, there's um, a huge community that loves this position, that loves this business. And I think what they're doing and what we have seen in the last 2 quarters has been telling that they can be positive, they can end up being profitable in the end. So let's talk about AMC. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to get your free stocks, have free stocks with Webull down below, as well as Robinhood if you want to sign up for those, even though you may not be the biggest supporter of Robinhood because of what happened with the buy button. Um, but I just recently saw and I'll be brief here, but I just recently saw the movie Dumb Money, which was related more to GameStop and not really AMC. But AMC was in the mix of that, as well, as they did take away the buy button and took away all hype that was happening with AMC. Now, they took away a ton of hype that was happening with GameStop, and that should have been up to probably $1,000 or more if the buy button didn't get taken away. AMC probably would have been up to tens of dollars and then pushed up even more than that as they were continuing to try and short this position. Um, so I saw that, and it was just interesting, going through the whole entire situation that has happened. And obviously, AMC was up there in short interest as well. And more recently, it was up there before the dilution that has happened. Now, if we get into the detail of where AMC is, if we go into Ortex, currently the short interest is at 11%. It's not massive. It's not a crazy amount, but it is still high. If you look at the average that you have for something that's not heavily shorted, that isn't shorted at all, you look at Amazon, which is less than 1%, and you're seeing AMC at a level of 11%. So it definitely is still high no matter what. It still is high, heavily shorted. It's just they were given the shares in order to kind of cover whatever they needed to cover because of the dilution and the negativity that was happening within it. And as you had that, you had people that decided to sell as well. I didn't. I decided to buy more because, again, it's more than just the support of, or more than just the investment side of it. It's more about the principle. It's more about supporting the business and having the business survive. That's what I've always been for. Um, if we wanted to look at shares on loan, 27.25. Utilization is down to 41% here. And the short score is still 60.77. So it's still up there. It's not saying that the short score is gone. Like if we wanted to look at, let's go ahead and look at Amazon, right? If we wanted to look at Amazon and get a sense of, where their short information is, where their short interest as well as their short score, right? Their short score is sitting at about 26 out of 100, and then you're seeing the short interest at less than 1%. Like that's something that has a healthy short. You should have some shorts that are going through, right? People are going to bet against it, whether it's for swing trades or day trades, they're going to bet against it, right? And most likely that is for more swing trades than day trades. Day trades, you'll see multiple shorts go through, but nothing that holds overnight. But either way, it shows, right? AMC is still heavily shorted. I'm still for it. I still understand the growth potential of where it is right now and where it's going to get to, and I'm happy about what I hold. Now, Kramer, I wanted to go through this because Kramer basically says that we don't want AMC going through that, and just a little brief, sentence right here. So, AMC, we don't want AMC. AMC is not doing well. We want stocks that go higher. The consumer's not going to the movies like they used to. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I think the movie experience is always going to be there. You can say that streaming is going to take over. They've been wrong so many times. Streaming is a big deal. Don't get me wrong. Streaming is huge and money is within streaming. However, there's not going to be massive productions and massive budgets, extended budgets that happen throughout these streaming services. Because if something goes directly to streaming, what they have is now instead of you having one ticket per person, you now have one ticket per family. So a family can now watch the entire movie without spending $15 per person that goes to there, depending how big the family is. You now have a movie night in your house, right? That's not something that's a selling point for studios that spend hundreds of millions of dollars, sometimes billions of dollars on movie sets and movie, just the production of movies, right? So if it's costing you that much and you need, let's say, 500 million to break even, you're not going to get that from a streaming service with one release of one movie when they already had that streaming service before. They're going to have to start charging a little bit more or get advertisers to pay in, and then it's just going to have a revolving cycle to where it just pushes back to movies anyways. So movies are not going anywhere. The experience of going to the movie theater, even though it's ridiculously expensive, still is there. And I still want to go, even a person that doesn't really want to spend a crazy amount on popcorn. You have to get popcorn, you have to get a drink, you have to do all that stuff. But the sale is mainly through the movie, the ticket sales, as well as like the concessions that you do get. So it's not about people not going to movies. People are going to movies. Now, anyways, we're like 9 minutes in, and we haven't really talked about the position. I want to bring up the position AMC. I wanted to look at AMC and the income statement really quick because we have two quarters here, which is the second quarter and the third quarter. And if we look at the net income, right, net income after taxes, we're looking at a gain, right? A gain year over year. So you see how this has gone from 287, negative 287, right? So a loss of $287 million down to a loss of 200, $35 million. So getting a little bit better. And then you move to a value of, or a gain of $8.6 million. And then just the last quarter that was reported, you have $12.3 million. So you haven't really gained a crazy amount, about $20 million throughout the last 2 quarters. But the point is that you are positive rather than being insanely negative like you were before, which is definitely something that shows this can be positive. This can have downstream positivity to create a profitable business. Obviously, it was profitable before, and all you have to do is work your way to get into that. Now, if we look at AMC overall, AMC is currently standing at $4.05. We are seeing that the position is pretty much flat, and how it has dove down after the split, the reverse split, and the dilution that happened within it. You've seen this drop down, meaning that we're looking for this to get up to a level of $50. That's like standard. $70, $80. Some of these levels, which doesn't sound it sounds crazy to some people because of how high the price is compared to, as you saw, the reverse split. Because this high point, while it was at $76, it's now, the high point is at $396. So if it is heavily shorted and does have a reaction and does have a push, I believe it can get up to those points again. Now, I currently have 371. I decided to buy 100 more AMC, which was worth about $400. And actually, I bought a little bit more. It was like 100 and some odd AMC, 110, 120 AMC, which I could probably buy a little bit more right now. I believe I can buy 10 more right now if I wanted to. But the point is that I bought a little bit more, and I'm going to continuously buy more because I believe in AMC. Yes, I will get to a certain point. Maybe it's like 1,000 or 2,000, and then we'll kind of call it quits there. 1,000 would be $4,000 invested into AMC, meaning that I'm putting more money in there and believing in that position. I believe in the business. I want to support the business. And while I do want to collect profit in the end, I also want to continuously support the business. I said tons of times that if this plays out to where I make so much money out of this, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, if I find a way to make that, I will support AMC as much as I can for the longest time period that I possibly can, because I want to support AMC, but I also want to support what they may have given me, right? Where I had these gains. So anyways, that's where we stand. I hold 371 AMC shares at a value of $78.14. So again, we'll continuously invest more and more money into this and see what it can end up being in the end. But guys, if you could, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you guys have an opinion down below, let me know. If you want me to do more AMC content, I definitely can do more AMC content on this channel. That's what we have it here for, is mainly stock related stuff and then some crypto related videos that we can't fit on the main channel. So feel free to hit that like button, comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.